This episode of AnimeTV is brought to you by GameFly and GoDaddy.com. Welcome to an all-new season of AnimeTV, where we take a fresh look at anime, manga, and Asian pop culture.
We're very excited to be here on Revision 3.
Who are you?
I'm Christina V. I'm the new co-host.
I'm Johnny Young Bosch, the wise co-host.
Today we're going to invade the Bang Zoom studios in Burbank, and also we're going to take a look at Ghost in the Shell 2.0 on Blu-ray.
AnimeTV, go!
AnimeTV, go!
So we changed things up this season. We've added a new segment called the HIMA segment, which actually means free time in Japanese.
Our AnimeTV panelists are going to tell you what they've been reading, watching, and playing, and if it's worth your HIMA.
Well, guys, season 2, we are back. How you doing, everyone?
AnimeTV, go.
Oh, we could do that. You ready? AnimeTV, go! What are you doing, Roy?
I started watching World's Greatest Disciple, Kenichi. It's cool because it's about this little kid who just really wants to be a martial artist. And unlike a lot of other anime where he's magically in tune, he's a chosen warrior, or he just has a magical sidekick, he's just a kid who goes to train. And he falls in love with the, fan service girl. It's pretty cool.
Is he sort of just like the Ryu quest for, the
Pretty
most
much.
powered?
In fact, he wants to be Ryu. He wants to protect the innocent with his fist of justice. And it's pretty cool because you actually see him grow as a martial artist. And even though you see some wild and out stuff, it's always cool because they always explain like sidestep or front kick, different stance, and he always gets his ass kicked.
You can sidestep till you're blue in the face, but if you don't attack me, you're a dead man!
Do you feel like a better martial artist because of it?
Yes,
Yeah?
I do. I think I could take on Johnny. You hear that, Johnny? I'm coming after you.
Mila, what's going on?
It's sad for me because there's not a whole lot of other Clamp series out there right now, especially because X got axed from Asuka.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
I don't know if any of you guys know X, but it's very bloody and very gory, very kind of out there with the fighting and everything. And Asuka, for a while, was a very strong kind of sci-fi publication, and then they started realizing that cutesy was kind of coming in. They were like, we want to go towards the more, fantasy and the cute boys and lots of fighting, but very nice fighting. And they kind of asked them to tone down the gore and the real kind of sad parts of the story. And Clamp basically was kind of like, no!
Clamp is an all-female Japanese manga group that formed in the mid-1980s. Many of the group's manga series are often adapted into anime after their release.
And they were like, fine, we're yanking your story then. And they yanked another one from a different publication that they own. It's called Drugholic, which is another great series that also plays a story within Swatsa Chronicles.
So they're keeping Clamp in the cutesy,
Yeah, they're trying, but it kind of sucks for everybody else.
Well, I know what Laura's been watching, because it's the same thing I've been watching. You want to tell everyone?
It's something that we both love. Naruto Shippuden!
There it is right there, people.
Yosh!
The belt slipped off his belt! No, Naruto, don't!
Anyway, I've been watching and reading Naruto Shippuden, and it is so good. I love it. It makes me love Naruto even more, and so many amazing great things have happened. We have Yamato, Captain Yamato.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
He's really hot. I would date him. We have Sai, who started off, I was like, am I gonna like him? And he has turned out so great. And I'm going to make a romantic prediction, actually. Sai and Sakura are going to get married and have babies. That's
you're
right.
going to get married to one of the characters too, right?
Like Kakashi, right?
Yes, that's later. I'm saying it right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Put money on it.
See, okay, so
I like that.
we've had the time skip. What I want is to have another time skip after the story goes on and get together and get married and have babies, and then Kakashi will be married to me. There was a major thing that happened, I want to say 8 months ago, where for a while Kakashi fans, we didn't know if he was going to live or not.
Yeah.
And I just want to say I'm so happy it worked out. Thank God Kakashi is alive. I knew it. People who were fans of Kakashi knew it. And it's a good thing that he did live, because if he hadn't, myself and about 1 million other Kakashi fans, we would have personally gone to Japan for Kishimoto's blood. If he ever lets anything bad happen to Kakashi. Ever.
You realize
You hear
that
me?
he himself was bored with his own series.
You know what, Laura? I have to
Bored.
give you credit. When I last talked about Naruto, I called it DBZ Light. And now thinking more about it, about the parents and who's gonna live, who's gonna die, this feels like General Hospital and in a ninja village with a black rapper.
Roy, I can't help it if you're stupid and have bad taste.
So I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. It's been great, Yu-Gi-Oh! I love to play it. It's a card game. It's great. I won a tournament recently. It's fantastic. Aside from watching Shippuden, I watch Bleach. I stay up on that.
He might be good at Yu-Gi-Oh, but sucks at Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
He uses band cards all the time.
All right, I'm not good, but Yu-Gi-Oh's my game, okay? And I challenge anyone out there to a game of Yu-Gi-Oh.
You
I
should
will
see it.
burn you. Burner.
He's like,
He is
with
the
a smile.
angriest.
He'll beat you with a smile.
No,
When
he
I
is
win.
the most pensive, angriest card player I've ever seen. Because the second you get him cornered, he's going to be like, he cracks his weird, he's doing it right now. And then he's just going to be like, isn't that creepy? What do you say to that? You can't do that.
That's all the time we have in this segment. Johnny, back to you.
Stick around, because when we come back, Nicholas is going to invade Bang Zoom Studios with his Arctic ninjas. GameFly is the largest online video game rental service, offering over 6,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at $15.95 a month, GameFly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like. Anime fans get a 2-week free trial when they go to www.gamefly.com/anime. Some restrictions apply. Check the GameFly website for details.
Bang Zoom Entertainment is the leading voiceover and post-production studio in North America. They dub a lot of anime. Recently, you may have seen him on the Conan O'Brien show.
Nicholas is actually going to try to invade Bang Zoom Studios and capture their president, Eric Sherman. Let's find out how he does.
We just landed in my hovercraft, Bang Zoom. Reserved for talent only? Looks like they're expecting me. We're infiltrating right now. Apparently that's the studio right here where they did Rose and Maiden, Eureka 7, numerous others. Who are you?
Hi.
What do you do?
I'm Nani Okada.
What are you doing?
I'm working on casting.
Casting. Me. Lady the Immortal. No, we're Bang Zoom. I know it said be quiet, but we're gonna interrupt right now.
I've just been invaded by ninjas.
That's right. The Arctic Ninjas.
Keith Silverstein.
That's right.
You were so quiet when you came in, I didn't even hear you.
Keith Silverstein. KeithSilverstein.com. Your website is pure awesomeness. The front of it looks like a comic book. Do you watch comics or read comics?
I watch and read comics.
Do you watch anime?
I do watch anime. I've been watching anime back since Kimbo the White Lion, Speed Racer.
Oh my gosh!
It's
ancient!
Marine Boy. Nobody even knows Marine Boy, but
I do know Marine Boy, yes.
Okay, very cool. Marine Boy. How to get my start in the business? Same way most people did. I basically just took a few classes, made a demo, and got that out to a couple of agents, got an agency, and just started hustling, auditioning, and doing everything that I could, so.
What's your secret? To keep getting role after role after role? Are you just that damn good?
There are a lot of roles out there. There's a lot of work. Video games, constantly. They're making so many video games every month. Lots of anime being brought over. There's just a lot of work for everybody that's out there, so.
Awesome. What's your advice to newcomers?
Don't give up. If you really want to do it, don't give up. I think most people, it takes a little while and they try something else right when it probably would have started happening for them.
We're finished with him. We're still looking for the leader. Ha ha!
Oh no.
Yes, the command center! This is usually where the kingpin sits and watches everything happen. Do it again! 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 See, I can do that. You stay put. Ha ha! Oh, we've been here already. We've captured the leader. Here we go.
You can just call me Herman.
All right, Herman. So, of all the professions in the world, why on earth did you choose to run a voiceover business?
I didn't pursue it. It came to me. I just kind of fell into it. Been working with some people in Japan and been working in film, and these people needed a Japanese film, a live action film dubbed, and they didn't know how to do it. And after that did very well, they asked us to do some anime. They said, would you like to try some anime?
Do you feel that the availability of manga and anime to be downloaded on the internet. Do you think that helps or hurts the business on the whole?
As far as piracy and illegal downloading is an extremely serious problem. I would really urge people to support the industry and don't download stuff illegally, unfortunately. Well, if it's offered legitimately, then yeah, of course.
And do you think that anime is a style, or it's only something that comes from Japan?
I don't think anime itself is a genre or a specific style, if you will. It could be from anywhere in the world, really.
Dubs versus subs. I know I like the dubs, and I'm sure you're partial to the dubs as well. My question is, why do you think so many anime fans hate the dubs without giving them a chance?
People get in knife fights over this question. Narrowly escapes them. It's the issue of purity and hearing it in the original language that it was intended, and that the original actors must be better. And there's a difference between a bad dub and a good dub. And that if you take great effort and try to create a great quality product, that you can make the dub just as good as the original. Yeah.
When the hell is the world going to realize that anime is so freaking awesome?
The question really isn't so much as when people will discover it, because I think it's
bang zoom.
It's been discovered, and there's a huge awareness of anime throughout the world now. But the question is, when will people actually start supporting it in a healthy, mainstream kind of way?
The Kingpin was captured. We got all the answers we needed, and now back to you, Johnny and Christina.
Well, I didn't see any Arctic ninjas, did you?
I think they might have been in his head.
Maybe. Anyhow, stick around, because we're going to take a look at Ghost in the Shell 2.0. Web hosting from GoDaddy.com includes 99.9% uptime, 24/7 support, and free access to hosting connection. The place to install over 30 free applications sure to help you get the most from your hosting plan and website. For 10% off your order, just punch in the code ATV8. Ghost in the Shell 2.0. The sequel.
No, it's not the sequel. It's the very first movie. But it's called 2.0 because it's had a facelift. It's been digitally remastered. It has a new voiceover track. It's been re-released on Blu-ray.
Shouldn't that be 1.5?
Apparently not. It's 2.0.
Okay.
Well, is it worth the buy? We're going to hear from our reviewers, but first, here's a clip.
She watches, eternal, searching for something, someone even, waiting in the darkness. But for who? And when so much of us is circuits and machinery, how much left is truly human? From visionary director Mamoru Oshii and the genius of production IG comes a cyberpunk classic as you've never seen it before. Ghost in the Shell 2.0.
All right, now let's get to the nitty-gritty. Ghost in the Shell 2.0. 2.0. Laura, Ghost in the Shell 2.0.
The animation looks crisper and cleaner, which was nice, and they redid the opening segment. They CGI'd the Major. I'm a huge fan of Ghost in the Shell. Love the original movie, and I think it was standing the test of time really well without any of these additions.
Two camps in my brain. Okay, the first one was that it was kind of jarring because the new CGI elements and the old animation, even the cleaned up animation, kind of didn't mesh.
Right.
But then a second camp in my head was kind of going, you know what, there was like 5 or 6 years ago when the whole CGI thing was coming into vogue, you know, they had the animes with the 2D animation and then the 3D kind of aspects whenever they went to the outside of the submarine ship, and then suddenly you were like in a weird computer graphic, you know, thing. And so it was kind of like that. So I was like, if you're okay with that kind of animation, I guess the new 2.0 is fine. Other than that, it was kind of like, why did you just do that section and then not change the other section?
I think they just wanted an excuse to naked CGI the Major.
Okay.
That's true.
I like naked. If I may jump in here, because this, I mean, I'm like ripping to get on this one. Ghost in the Shell, guys. There are certain iconic animes that to call yourself an anime fan, you have to see. Akira, Ghost in the Shell. If you call yourself an anime fan, I put this out to you. Ninja Scroll. If you're an anime fan, you have to have seen, or you've seen Ghost in the Shell. I mean, it's just one of those films. The Matrix is based off of it. iRobot, any film where there's souls inside of a robot body, it's Ghost in the Shell.
Except for Blade Runner.
And
Remember
it's-
that.
Okay, except Blade Runner, yeah.
Blade
But like basically, this is an iconic anime. And so I expected more from this redo, this 2.0, and I was totally with you where the CGI didn't quite match the regular anime. I'm glad it looked cleaner, but it just sort of didn't fit together. It seemed superfluous, to use a $5 word, superfluous.
Look, I love mechs. I love robots. I love sci-fi. I love anime. But when I saw this, I was like, wow, I'd rather watch Standalone Complex Second Gig, Solid State Society, or even Innocence. These are movies that are done up to time, you know? And more I look at this, more I'm like, okay, you know what, we get it. We paid our homage, but you know, we only have one version of Akira, we have one version of Metropolis. That's all I need. Why do I need to see
It
this?
almost doesn't stand the test of time anymore because you can see
this faults.
But this is the thing, though. It's still that anime where if you're gonna watch an anime, watch this anime. I mean, you should. Every anime fan should own it. I own it. I mean, and everyone should own this anime. Whether you get 2.0 on Blu-ray, whether you get the original, I don't think it matters as much. I think it's one and the same. I personally have the original, and I like having the original.
Is it worth the money? No. Get the DVD. It's always out. Find it somewhere.
And going to the CGI, it really didn't work in that opening scene, and it didn't work in many places. However, it did work when they went into the computer stuff. When like you went into the computer brain, and then they get on the computer, and you could. And I really like, because I saw the original, and then I was like trying to find every little thing, and I actually liked it when it was in the computer systems. I felt like it made sense. So because it was sort of that different world aspect.
little too
late.
Too late. Yeah, for me.
After you screwed our eyes.
Don't kill it! Don't kill it! I still love Ghost in the
No,
Shell.
we love it.
love
You
Ghost
know, but
I expected
We just
the
don't know
Fuji-
how necessary this stuff was.
Yeah, I expected the one mech in this anime to be fully CG. I was looking forward to like, oh my god, okay, that's right. That's a climatic battle. I'm looking forward to it. Spoiler alert. Do not expect CG.
All right, so final thoughts, Roy.
Atmosphere, awesome. Animation, all right. Character development and story, that's great. The main things that were great about this new release were even better back then. The things they added were superfluous. It didn't make sense to me. I can't say that this is an homage. Get sacked, Second Gig, Goes to Shell to Innocence, but this one, pass up.
I guess whatever can put anime out there is great, but at the same time, it was just kind of okay, I guess. The changes were kind of weird. It kind of took you out of your groove when you're watching it, you know, and other than that, I mean, I'm okay with it, but at the same time, it was like a big question mark the entire time floating above my head. I was like, what was that? And then you're like, oh, we're back to the regular anime. Oh, what is that again? You know, so question mark, I guess, for me, if that makes sense.
Most importantly, and the obvious fact, is that Togusa is way cuter in second. Let me finish. He is way cuter in Second Gig and the Solid State Society movie.
Yes.
So much hotter in that
disagree with that.
suit. In the suit in Solid State Society, looking good, Togusa. This is the movie where he looks the worst. The mullet is out of control.
It was 1994. Mullets were in Japan, apparently, right?
Togusa's cuter later on.
I don't know.
That's how I feel.
My last final thought is that this really is an iconic film. If you don't own it, then you need to get it. Whether it be the original or 2.0, it doesn't matter to me because really they're one and the same, although I would go with the original. But it's a must-have, and as for 2.0 itself, all right, get it, I guess.
Question mark?
Question mark? Question mark? All right,
Be
guys.
confused with Innocence, the sequel. Ghost in the Shell 2, 2.0, you gotta look out for that too, because it can get confusing.
All right, we'll see. We got so many Ghosts in the Shells. We're confused. What do you got, Johnny and Christina?
I watched the original and I liked it. This one I have not seen.
I think you'll like this one too, because it's the same thing. It just has a couple of, improvements.
Facelift.
Yeah,
Okay.
facelift. And it's on Blu-ray. I like my high def, so I say go out and buy it.
Well, check us out on Twitter at GoAnimeTV.
And a special thanks to Inspired Flight for the remake of the theme song.
Tune in next time on Revision 3. AnimeTV, go! It's HEMA time! Too legit to quit! Glitter on my hands because you.
How'd you get that?
I pushed you. Nicholas has penetrated Big Zoom Studios.
Doesn't do that.
G.
Rolling. I messed up.
Just
No.
Bang zoom.